Welcome to the Southern California Prep Insider Basketball Podcast. Tommy, Devin, want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, Devin Ugland here with Prep Hoops SoCal, Hoops by Ugland, and a handful of newspapers here and there.
And pretty much anything you want to know about high school basketball, Devin's your guy. Where can we find you on Twitter?
At Devin_Ugland, last name Ugland.
So everybody follow that right now, so you can get all the latest Southern section and LA section a little bit too. Basketball information. So Devin, really quickly, top 10 for this week.
So the top 10, number 1, we're going to stick with Bishop Montgomery. 2, Mater Dei. 3, Rancho Christian. 4 is Sierra Canyon. 5 is Damien. 6, Etiwanda. 7, Santa Margarita. 8, Oak Park. 9, Harvard Westlake. And number 10, Corona Centennial.
All right, so not much changing. Anything this week that stuck out to you? Anything in particular?
Harvard Westlake. Beating a good Corona Centennial team at home. And, their home court's tough to win on. So they jumped into that top 10 conversation, and they're in there this week.
All right, so Harvard Westlake making a good statement last week. Who are some other players who may have made statements in their games?
So Josh Christopher, sophomore shooting guard at Mayfair. He led his team to the North Orange County Championships, and he had games of 42 and 37 before the title game where he had 24. And he only played, 3 quarters, and a half because he picked up 2 early fouls, went 14 for 14 from the free throw line, hit 2 to put Mayfair up by 4 with 7 seconds left. Just a clutch performance from him. Number 2 here is Dawson Baker from Capistrano Valley. They lost to Mayfair in that title game at North Orange County, and Baker is just a beast. I love his game. Real crafty. He had 30 points against Mayfair, 28 in the semifinals before that, and he's just a real nice player. Number 3, KJ Martin from Sierra Canyon. He's been getting some recruiting buzz lately. Picked up a couple offers, I think one from Santa Barbara, one from Cincinnati, his father's alma mater. And he had 25 and 11 against Damien in the La Cañada tournament championship. And that was a huge performance for Sierra Canyon, a nice early season win. Johnny G-Bang, at the aforementioned Harvard Westlake squad, he had 30 points and 16 rebounds in that win over Centennial. Just a huge performance from the sophomore. He's just as smooth as they come. And kind of a name that some people might not recognize here is Jacob Quinn from Northwood. Northwood pulled off a huge upset of Jay Sarah, a Trinity League contender year in and year out, at the Gary Rea SoCal Elite Classic. They beat Jay Sarah 51 to 41, and Quinn had 18 points and had 30 in the semifinals against El Toro. He had a huge week.
Some guys that stuck out to me from University, Alex Bray had 24 points against El Toro, 22 against Woodbridge last week. Also from Marietta Mesa, another NBA, roots guy, Lamar Wright, 38 points and 10 rebounds for Summit. Him and his brother new there at Marietta Mesa, so they should make a huge impact over there. At Moore Park, Drake London had 24, 25, and 24 points in his games last week. So those are just some guys that I thought stood out to me. We're going to go to our game picks now. The first one is going to be Wilson Long Beach taking on Compton.
I'm going to go with Wilson here over Compton. They're having a good year over there with Matthew Schmidt as their big man. I'm liking Wilson. The next game, Newport Harbor and Corona Del Mar. I'm going to go Newport Harbor. That's always one of the more fun Orange County games. The Battle of the Bay is what they call it. The next game, Notre Dame and Cantwell-Sacred Heart. Sherman Oaks, Notre Dame. I'm going to go Sherman Oaks, Notre Dame. I think Zaire Williams is going to have a huge performance in that game. And the next one, Windward and Chaminade. I like Windward. I'm going to rock with Jules Bernard there.
I'm going to agree with you on all those games except for one. I'm going to take Cantwell-Sacred Heart over Notre Dame. I think that'll be a close one. Don't know much about Cantwell, but I've liked what I've seen so far from their resume. Devin, anything else you want to add before we get out of here today?
As far as your Cantwell pick, that's going to be the toughest one of those 3 games, I think. Newport Harbor, too. That's going to be a fun game. But Cantwell has a lot of young talent. Ian Martinez, he's a sophomore, super athletic. Javi Medeiros, another sophomore over there, real athletic. But the main guy on that team is Avery Martinez. He's a UTEP commit, and he's 6'5", real rangy, good defender. So, you could get me there on that Cantwell one.
All right, I'm hoping I do. Until then, we'll be back next week with more top 10, more top performers, and more game picks. We'll see you then.